Good morning and welcome to CVCA Livestream's ongoing coverage of the CVCA 2025 Christmas Tournament. This is Tim Nichols, and you are tuned in to CVCA Livestream's YouTube channel for this morning's matchup between the Avon Eagles and the Amherst Steele Comets. If you were tuned in expecting CVCA this morning, well, we've got a change for you. We've got some updates on the tournament. It is Amherst Steele and Avon who will drop the puck here in about 5 minutes here for the first game today. Let's take a look at the results from yesterday here in the CVCA Christmas Tournament, and it was a big day for the Amherst Steele Comets. They shut out Avon 9-0 in the second game yesterday afternoon, and then shut out CVCA 7-0 in the nightcap last night. Those two games followed a 2-2 tie in which Avon's Ty Small got the tying goal, the equalizer, with just 4 seconds left to draw even with CVCA, and that game ended in a tie to start out the tournament yesterday. You see today's games, Avon and Amherst Steele set to go here at 11 a.m., and Avon and CVCA will skate at 2 o'clock this afternoon on Sunday here at the CVCA Christmas Tournament, and that will end an abbreviated and truncated Christmas Tournament here in 2025. As we mentioned yesterday, the Anthony Wayne Generals unable to make the trip over from the Toledo area to participate this weekend due to illness on their team. And speaking of injuries and illnesses, the reason that CVCA is not here this morning is their starter, Ben Dressel, will be out for the rest of the season with an upper body injury sustained yesterday afternoon. They also have another player unavailable this morning, and therefore down to 7 skaters. It was decided that Avon would take their spot this morning. The Royals will be back in action against the Eagles at 2 o'clock, and then that will conclude a truncated CVCA Christmas Tournament for 2025. So bad news for Ben Dressel and for the Royals. Taking a look at the headlines from day one, now that we are on day 2 of the Christmas Tournament. Well, Fisher Sims for these Amherst Steele Comets came out with a bang yesterday, a hat trick in the first period to lead the Comets past Avon in game number 1. As we mentioned, that game was a 9-0 victory for the Comets. And he was not the only one to score a pair of goals for both Noah Cheatham and Vinnie Kelly in that first game as well. Deacon Kelly added a goal. Comets won big, 9-0, and then they put up 60 shots against CVCA in the nightcap. Down at the bottom, you see the headline, Ryan Cogan saves 53. That's the good news. The bad news is the Royals gave up 7, and the Comets came away with another 7-0 victory. The Steel Curtains in goal. The duo of Parker Pelk and Anthony Schubert recorded day 1 shutouts for Amherst Steele. They were not tested very much, but when they were up to the task. And so the Amherst Comets all around, offense, defense, and special teams, the goaltending, great yesterday for Amherst Steele. The Comets with a big day on day number 1 here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. Ty Small came up big for Avon, as we mentioned before. He had both goals against CVCA. Small with the game-tying goal with just 4 seconds left in the opener yesterday. Avon had pulled the goalie, and they were also up a man with a power play, so they had a 6-on-4 opportunity, and they capitalized on that when Small shot one past the CVCA goaltender, Lucas Brabham, on the back door. He was uncovered, and the Royals down 2 men in the 6-on-4 formation, and it paid off for the Eagles, who came out of that contest with a tie against CVCA. We're winding down toward the puck drop here in this first of 2 games here on Sunday from the Dan Kostel Rec Center. Avon and Amherst Steele renewing a second get-together. The Eagles will play 2 today, just as they did yesterday, and the Comets will be finished with the CVCA Christmas Tournament at the conclusion of their festivities later on this afternoon when this game is done. Amherst Steele even their record on the season with the 2 wins yesterday. They are now 7-7 overall, and they look to go above 500 for the first time in a while. If they can come out of here with another win today against Avon. The Eagles are now 4 wins, 9 losses, and a tie on the season. They did come into the tournament having won 3 straight, but We mentioned before, they salvaged the tie against the Royals in game number 1 yesterday, and in game number 2, it was a big win for these Amherst Steele Comets once again. The teams will head to their respective end lines as we get the opening announcements here from the public address announcer at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. A shout out to the folks at the Dan who help us put this on. They do a great job every year, and we are thankful for them. We've got 2 more games this afternoon, or this game and the game that follows, as we mentioned before. And then we'll look forward to the new year, as will you, as CVCA Livestream coverage continues into the new year. And we recommend and suggest strongly that you follow us on social media at CVCA Livestream. You can find us on Facebook, on Instagram, and on X. And, of course, you are tuned in to coverage here on our CVCA Livestream YouTube channel. And we encourage you to hit the subscribe button on that channel so you know and are aware of all future coverage opportunities and viewing opportunities. I just announced the referees who will adjudicate the festivities this afternoon or this morning. We are used to afternoon and evening coverage. We're getting an early start on Sunday morning here. And the Comets are the visiting team today. They'll be announced first. Getting the start today is number 1, Parker Pelk. The center today is Noah Riley. He'll get the start, the junior. Fisher Sims with that big day yesterday with a hat trick in the first game. Starts at right wing. He's a junior. Kylan Losowicz gets the start, a sophomore. Grady Walsh will start in defense, a sophomore for these Comets. And his fellow defenseman is number 5, Deacon Kelly, a junior. And now for the Avon Eagles. Caleb Free will start in goal today for these Avon Eagles. And they keep it in the family, starting at forward, number 11, Carter Free, a senior. Ryan Beasy will start at right wing. He is a sophomore. And Fisher Stone gets a start at left wing. On defense, number 21, Eric Beasy, a senior. And the other defenseman is number 24, senior Mark Carney. And now the fans assembled here will rise in unison, and we will honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And we're ready to go here for day number 2. Sunday morning hockey here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. Avon and Amherst Steele ready to go. Their second meeting in 2 days. Caleb Free in goal for the Eagles this morning, the junior goaltender. In yesterday's games, Jackson Goots got both starts, and so we'll see how Free handles the strong attack of the Comets in this one. And Parker Pelk, he of the shutout in the first game yesterday against these Eagles, will get the start again. In yesterday's game against Avon, Parker Pelk authored a 19-save shutout. And go back and look at the game sheet from a day ago, and it was 19 saves in fact. We'll see how many he has today as we are underway from the Dan Kostel Rec Center. The Eagles try and break out. They send it out to center ice, where it's collected there by Deacon Kelly, who dumps it back in for the Comets. A funny bounce right in front, and the defense of the Eagles on top of that one. It's knocked in deep, as back to get it is number 21, Eric Beasy. It's sent up, but not out. Kylan Losowitz dumps it down low for the Comets. It comes to Noah Riley. Riley dumps it back down, looking for number 24. That's Fisher Sims up in front, and the first shot is not quite in. It went everywhere but into the net. A break there for the Eagles, who break out into the offensive zone. A backhanded shot and a centering pass shot on goal by Sebastian Smith. Check that by Fisher Stone. And now a shot and a save by Free. We've got Fisher Stone for Avon and Fisher Sims, a pair of Fishers for the Comets. Both teams changing up. Early action here from the Dan. Up to the point. Deacon Kelly fires it down low. It's stopped, dropped, and then covered by Caleb Free. So a face-off in the offensive zone. Out to take it is Mason Lamoureux for the Comets. Ty Small across from him, and it's controlled by the Comets. Shot, actually that was a centering pass. The shot came from the backside on the backhand. It goes wide, and it comes up to the right point. It dumped right back down, saved by Free, and cleared up and out by the Eagles. Sebastian Smith dumped it back, and it's sent back into the defensive zone, where Smith is on it again. Cross ice and turned over. Here comes a potential opportunity, but the defense for that Comets team is just absolutely outstanding and sound. And now the puck is sent back by Avon into their own end, and the race is on to get it. Swooping in, putting a stick in there was Noah Cheatham. He can't get it, but it's dug out by his teammate, sent up to the left point. Noah Riley sends it back down low. Cheatham, give and go. Shot goes wide, sent in by Vinny Kelly. In the corner, Kylan Losowitz has it taken away. It's sent up to the point, but kept in by Kelly. That's Deacon Kelly. That shot deflects off the backside glass. Another shot goes wide. Vinny Kelly to Deacon. Deacon sends it down low. It's bouncing up and swooped up by one of the Comets defense, or rather the Avon defenseman, Landon Van Ooch. Loose in the slot, and it's poked to the far side boards. Long outlet pass, just too far beyond the stretch and reach of Carter Free. So a stoppage with 11:55 to go here. Period number one. So you watch the replay of that puck that bounced up and then was collected out of harm's way. We restart. Loose puck in the corner. Noah Riley had it. Maddox Groom poked his nose in there, and it's cleared out. Whistle blows. we'll have a face-off in the neutral ice zone in front of the Avon bench. Avon is listed as the home team today on the scoreboard, although they are sitting in the visiting side bench that is normally occupied by visiting teams here. So Amherst Steele, the visitor in this morning tilt, but they're sitting in the home side bench. So we'll get it straight. What we do know is there was another shot attempt that goes wide for the Comets. Avon clears, and now Fisher Stone has it. Driving, gets a shot off, and a first save of the day for Parker Pelk. Briefly kept in on the right point, and then sent out to center. Julius Bauza in there for a shift. Wraparound chance, and covered by Free. 10:49 to go, first period. Early advantage on shots, as we expected, to Amherst Steele, 5-1. They'll drop the puck on the left wing side in the offensive zone. Cleared out by Avon. It'll be a second. Now they'll wave off icing. So back to get it is Deacon Kelly. Kelly sent it to the near side. Coming to address the puck is Sims. He sends it ahead into the offensive zone. Noah Riley. Sims gets it back, shot, and a score on a rebound shot. Kylan Losowitz puts it in the back of the net for the first goal of the morning. It's 1-0 Amherst Steele. Losowitz on the goal. There'll be an assist there for Fisher Sims. Sims, you see here, putting the first shot on net, and then Losowitz, unguarded on the backside, deposited the puck in the back of the net. 1-0 Amherst Steele. Back underway. Avon turns it over in their own zone. Sebastian Smith sends it down low. It goes all the way around the boards to the near side. Vinny Kelly has it poked away, and it's back out to neutral ice where Kelly is on it again. He falls down, sent ahead. Avon in the offensive zone. Right circle poked away from Ty Small. Sent back the other direction, and here comes Groom. Groom into the offensive zone. With speed, backhanded shot, and he scores. Unassisted. Maddox Groom with a pretty goal right there. 2-0 Amherst Steele. That's a freshman, ladies and gentlemen. Maddox Groom skated in, beat his man, as you see right here, and then flipped it in on the backhand on the short side of the net, just between the goalie and the post. 2-0. Avon with a brief entry into the zone, can't get a shot off, and here we go again. 3-on-2. Sims, he'll fire. First shot is knocked down and it's swept out, but not beyond the blue line. Kept in by Kelly. That was Deacon Kelly. Now Sims collects it in the corner. Sims centers on the backside, looking for another backside opportunity. Avon's defense, though, swarms. Carter free. He'll get a shot off. It sails wide all the way out to center ice. Collected by his teammate Nick Bilsko. Bilsko pokes it ahead and is dumped just into the zone. It's tipped, so there'll be no icing here. It won't even get to the end line before Grady Walsh is on it for the Comets. Walsh cycles it back to the near side. A touch for Logan Basso. Basso will retreat. Send it across the ice. Here's Ty Small again. Can't penetrate the zone. Avon. Now Vanuch. He'll put a shot on goal and then a save for Parker Pelk. Losowitz and Groom. Sophomore and freshman with goals so far in the first period for Amherst Steele. Back underway, and the Comets dump it down low. Groom will chase. Julius Bauza, he beats him to the puck. Shoots and he scores. He gets another one. Maddox Groom with a second goal. It's 3-0. Time of that goal, 6 minutes, 1 second. Check that, 7:01. 7:59 left. 3-0. Groom with a pair. The future is bright for this Amherst Steele Comets team. They've got weapons all across the bench. And now their freshmen and sophomores are putting goals in the back of the net. Sent ahead, Sean George, he'll fire. Blocker saved by Free. Vanuch dumps it up, but not out. It's sent in. Knocked down in front of the net by Bauza. Into the corner, up to the point. And the race is on as it gets by number 14, Noah Riley. But Riley all the way back and collects it and quickly reverses. The pressure will be on again. Comets will change up behind the play. For a moment, Mark Carney has a breather, but now pressure comes. It's kept in and dumped down low by Smith. Smith will get it. He'll put a shot on net, and it's covered by Free. Caleb Free with a save. Clock stops at 6:52 to go here in the first period. You watch it again right here. The Eagles win the face-off. They'll get a rush up the ice, see what they can do with it. And they misplay it. Right out to center. It's dumped back, but knocked down. Here comes a chance. Shot, save, second shot. And Pelk is there to deny a rare Eagles opportunity, a rare opportunity by anybody in this tournament, as number 22, Ryan Beasy, pounced on that loose puck. Carter Free wins the puck back. Fisher Stone could not navigate past one of the defensemen, and quickly it comes the other direction once again. Losowitz dumps it forward. Loose puck on the near side boards collected by the Eagles. And at center ice, it's collected again by Free, Carter Free, but he's ridden off the puck. Just outstanding defense. And here comes Noah Cheatham. Just a tad early into the zone, was one of his teammates in offsides is the call. 6:03 to go, first period. Back underway. More Comets pressure. Turned over. Here comes a shot. Blocker saved by Free. Behind the net. Smith. Stick handling. Dishes to a teammate up to the point. Sent back down low. Mason Lamro. Shot is knocked down. He comes back and pushes it further in. It's dug out on the boards and sent toward the net. Free with the save. Pushed to the far side corner by Bilsko. Finds an open teammate and sent out neutral ice. Collected by Vanuch. Vanuch puts a shot on net. It's knocked up and out of harm's way. Trying to get in further deep is Reese Manillo. Taken away. Shot goes wide. Carter Free skating. And they dump it back to Free. Free in the circle with pressure, and it's dispossessed right there by number 14, Noah Riley. There's a shot saved by Free, sent in by Carter Banyas. Banyas looking for his first career goal. Sean George gets knocked down, sent up to the point. Deacon Kelly has it. He's going to wind up. Saved by Free into the corner. Collected by Vinnie Kelly. Back up to Deacon. Sent back down low. Banyas. His shot is denied and a whistle blows. We'll see what the call is here. The penalty box is open. It's a roughing call, and it goes against Avon's Ryan Beasy. And so up 3-0, the Comets will go on the power play for the first time this morning. See if they can add to their total. Face-off from the right face-off dot, controlled and one back to the Comets. Dumped down low, loose in front, and Avon pounces on it and will clear the puck down the ice where Pelk will have to play it. It's on goal. Deacon Kelly has it. He'll wind up, sends it ahead. Fisher Sims, he'll skate through the entire defense of the Avon Eagles, and the only one that stopped him was the goalie, Caleb Free, with a save. A minute 34 to go in the penalty time. Again, they win the face-off. Deacon Kelly gets it on the pass. He'll send it down low, deflected, and the shot is turned away. Comets dig it out and they retain possession. Kelly from the left point skates toward the center, dumps it in down into the circle. Fisher Sims has it back up to Kelly. Kelly sends it again down low. He was looking for the backdoor opportunity. Vinnie Kelly was down there. Free covered it briefly, and the whistle blew. Looked like the puck might have still been loose. You can see it again here for yourself, and it was. But we'll have a face-off nonetheless. 1:06 to go on the penalty time to Ryan Beasy's in the box for roughing. Puck is swept around to the far side corner. Avon tries to clear, but it hits one of the Avon players. That was Maximus Baker, or 14, who's out there on the penalty kill. The power play continues. Here comes a point-blank shot and a point-blank score for number 24, Fisher Sims. Power play goal with 2:48 to go here in the first period makes it 4-0 Amherst Steele. So they wipe the penalty time off the board. We go back to even strength, 5-on-5, but the deficit grows for the Eagles. 4-0. And back into the offensive zone. Cleared out by Avon. So Carter Free, though, has it poke checked away. He was just converging on the blue line. On the far side, Mark Carney for a moment. It's sent in, but not controlled. And right out to center again. Dumped in toward the goal where Pelk will have to make a stop from the red line on a lazy puck. 3-on-2, 4-on-2, just a shot fired past Free. Comes out and controlled by Free. Carter Free takes a long shot. It sails across and over the crossbar. 5 players converge on it on the far side. It's deflected. The defense knocks it out, and it'll be icing against Amherst Steele with a minute 46 to go in the first period. 4-0 Comets. Parker Pelk hanging out right there, waiting for the play to come back down into his end. He hasn't had a lot of work, but he's made 5 saves so far, and he'll defend a face-off to his left. The right face-off dot on the right wing side in the offensive zone for Ty Small and the Eagles. Small wins it back. The shot is saved by the blocker and stick of Pelk up into the netting, and they'll do it again. Pelk, just a freshman, picked up the win yesterday in the shutout, as we mentioned. The 19 saves yesterday. His second win of the year. Looking for win number 3 behind the strong offense and support. Here comes a turnover, a shot, and a save. Pelk right on top of it. So Ty Small again, trying to win it back to Landon Van Ooch, who put that last shot in there. But this time, the faceoff is controlled by the Comets and Sebastian Smith, who sends it around the far side boards. It's tipped ahead. Not sent out. Dumped back in by Van Ooch, but it deflects to the far side boards. And here come the Comets once again. They cannot control cleanly, and so it's sent up, and Van Ooch has it on his blade. He's going to be able to skate out with it. Van Ooch across the red line and enters the zone. Puts a shot wide of Pelk. It ricochets to the near side boards. Loose in front. Shot. Second shot. And off the post. The best opportunity of the weekend for anyone against this team. And that shot deflects into the rafters. So some pressure for Avon. It looked like they did hit the post. Yes? Looking at my colleagues. There it is right there. The iron unkind, as you look at it right here. A little bit of pixelation, apologies for that, but Avon this close from breaking the ice against Amherst Steele this weekend, who has yet to allow a goal in any game. Final 45 seconds of period number 1. The Comets leading 4-0. They dig it out, and Sims has it. Sachets it ahead. Deacon Kelly chases after it, and he gets to it. Centers in front, and it's cleared out to neutral ice with 27 seconds left. Dumped right back in, but the Eagles are on it. Sims deflects that pass. It's backhanded forward, and Deacon Kelly will collect it in the defensive zone with 13 seconds remaining. Kelly off the boards, keeps it himself. Gets checked, enters the zone, but not much going on there. 3 seconds left. Sims, he's got time, but he gets it poke checked away, and he can't get a shot off. And that'll do it for period number 1. 1 15-minute period in the books, and the Amherst Steele Comets onslaught continues. 4 on the board for the Comets, and they lead Avon 4-0 as we go to break. Right now, we're going to pause for a message from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy.
that if you put your thumb on the edge of this, you have way more control.
I was like, I couldn't figure out a way to like go without it like bang, like all
Yeah,
the way in.
yeah, it's very sensitive.
So I kind of just used the top one.
Yeah, this one's a little more forgiving. But yeah, I used to just use the neck to zoom because I had such fine control. But it's like speed sensitive, so if you flick it, it'll go all the way real fast. If you go real slow, so, yeah, I got used to this. I like it now, but I didn't at first.
It's like a wired connection to the camera.
What's that?
Is it like a wired connection to the camera?
Yeah, so this is
Apologies, we realize we've had no sound for this entire period, which is unfortunate for you and for us, but nevertheless, the score is 6-0. Amherst Steele up in this game. .447 to go here. We've had goals, a pair of goals this period by the Comets, who lead at 6-0, and we're now into a situation where the clock is running. Avon working hard to salvage a result here. And by salvage, we mean maybe score a goal. The Comets continuing to blank all competition here at the CVCA Christmas Tournament. Four minutes to go, and here comes a chance for the Eagles. Shot and a blocker save by Parker Pelk. Puck goes up into the rafters and is dropped out of the netting on the far side or the near side corner. And we resume play here. Here comes another chance for the Comets. And a save by Caleb Free. Offensive zone face-off. Won by the Comets, but knocked out to send neutral ice. They'll reset, regain the zone. The far side. Lamoureux, a shot, deflects into the near side corner. The pressure continuing. Backhanded shot, saved by Free. Another shot gets knocked up into the air. Dumped into the corner. Maddox Groom with a pair of goals on the far side. Another save by Free from point blank range by Mason Lamoureux. You see it came to Lamoureux off the deflection and went down to a knee to try and get that in the back of the net. Caleb Free standing tall, making the save. 6-0, clock running. 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go here in period number 2. And there's a shot and a goal. A pretty goal from behind the end line. We'll get another look at that one here in just a moment. 7-0 for the Comets. And they're scoring from all points on the ice. We'll see who they're going to award that to. We'll get a good look at it right here. From behind the end line, the goal scored by number 17, Logan Basso. That's his first career goal. And what a beautiful goal it was. Logan Basso, congratulations. First of many more to come, I'm sure. So 7-0. Down to the final 75 seconds. There's a shot and another save by Free. Deflects up into the back of the net. Right at your camera, right into your living room. They'll drop the puck in the right face-off dot here on the near side. And then they'll change their minds and move to the left face-off dot on the left wing side to the right of Caleb Free. 30 seconds to go, and when they drop this puck, the teams will dig it out of the corner and sent to the near side. Kept in at the point. Grady Walsh will put it in there. The rebound is swept out of harm's way and out to center ice. 15 seconds to go. Dumped right back in. Jacob Tekovac. with pressure. Swoops around the boards. On the near side. It's sent right back in. Tekovac again. And the clock will wind out, and that's going to do it on the second period. So yesterday, when we got to this point, they did not cut the ice, and they just continued to play. We'll see what the decision is here, whether teams will retreat to the locker rooms or will continue on with a quick break and a third period to come. 7-0 the score, the second intermission here. Amherst Steele leading, and it looks like the decision has been made. It's going to be a 3-minute break, no ice cut, and we'll continue on with the third period. Zamboni Cam is in the garage, and that's where it will stay for the moment. You guys up here having some fun, pressing the buttons and making things happen. Thanks to Sean Mosher and my two sons, Zach and JT Nichols, who came out and got up early for this one on a Sunday morning. Zach, you got any goals in that second period? That's sort of the 3 goals. He's working on it. What we can tell you is that Avon will skate again here in a couple of hours. CVCA and Avon will wrap up this CVCA Christmas tournament with a game at 2 o'clock. Hopefully a much more competitive one. These Comets have certainly done a number on both Avon and CVCA this weekend. The Royals and Eagles tied 2-2 yesterday. The Royals will be without the services of Ben Dressel, who is out injured from a game yesterday, but that's a couple hours in the future. Right now, we're going to look at the goals scored in the second period right here. Here's the first one right off the face-off, a backhanded goal scored by number 12, Kylan Losowitz, beating Caleb Free. And the next one, a beautiful save. As Free robbed Noah Riley there in that second period. And here's the first career goal for Logan Basso. So he put it off the back of the goalie's pads and into the back of the net. Basso is in the scorebook. And that's where we stand, 7-0. And we're going to get a quick start on this third period in about 35 seconds. Once again, a reminder that you can follow us on social media at CVCA Livestream on Facebook, on X, and on Instagram. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on the CVCA Livestream YouTube page as well. We appreciate that. And the referee blows the whistle. We're ready to go here in the third period. It'll be a running clock situation with the lead at 6 goals or greater. And we'll see what transpires together on what is now Sunday afternoon. Amherst Steele up 7-0, and they win the face-off back into their own zone. Head coach Steve Morris with 400 wins coming into the tournament. Got 401 and 402 yesterday. This is going to be 403. Avon with a little bit of pressure, but can't muster a shot on goal. And here we go. A race is on for this loose puck. A good job by Avon's number 21, Eric Beasy, to at least get there and prevent a breakaway chance. And even better, he digs it out and starts the trip down the other side and gets a shot on goal. Save. Stick is knocked out of his hands completely. He's going to head to the bench. And they'll get a replacement with a stick out on the ice. 1 minute gone here in the third period. 7-0, Amherst Steele leading. That is a loose puck that is dumped into the zone. Carney will catch it. Send it ahead. And Avon clears out to center ice where Logan Basso, who scored his first career goal in that second period, dumps it to a teammate. And now Noah Riley enters the zone in the circle. Tries to feather a centering pass across. It's knocked away. And the other direction, Carter Free comes with speed. Has it poke checked away, but gets it back. But he's got 3 Comets who converge on him. The defense is suffocating by this Avon team. And now Deacon Kelly. Kelly into the circle. Loose puck in front. Dug out by the Eagles. Ryan Manillo. And now Alexander Bilsko. Sent down low by Fisher Stone. Noah Riley flicks it toward the slot. Loose. Bilsko. It's sent down low, and chasing after it is Nicholas Bilsko. A pair of Bilskos out on the ice. Alex and Nick. That's knocked away and finally sent out to center ice where Deacon Kelly has it. Kelly will send it back. Loose puck behind the end line. Sent up on the near side boards. Avon cannot clear it. Sent down and a shot in and a save by Caleb Free. You get a second look at Eric Beasy losing that stick. To check out it again. It looked like a slash, yes? Probably should have been a penalty. It was not, and we continue on. And we continue on with another goal by the Amherst Steele Comets. That one scored by Sean George. And that's his first score of the season. 8-0. They give it to Fisher Sims, so sorry about that, Sean George. Fisher Sims certainly not his first or second or third. It's the leading goal scorer for this Amherst Steele Comets team. Avon continuing to play hard, though. Ty Small up to the point. Julius Bauza dumps it down low. Controlled by Avon. They send it up to the point, kept in, but turned over. And here comes Sebastian Smith, sends it ahead, looking for Mason Lamro. Lamro's got a couple of goals, I believe, today. There have been a lot of goals by these Comets this weekend, but it's dug out here by Landon Van Ooch. He has it taken away. Grady Walsh has it. Walsh can't matriculate past the red line. And a shot and a save by Parker Pelk. 21 shots today against Pelk, but he's stopped them all. 32 for Amherst Steele. They have 8 goals to show for it. We were talking about future schedules when we were unfortunately silenced in that second period with a little bit of technical difficulties on the audio. As here comes another chance for Amherst Steele. In front, it's taken away, and Avon will go down the other direction. Avon's got CVCA coming up this afternoon, and then the regular season will continue with Strongsville, Elyria Catholic, Kent Roosevelt, and Elyria Catholic before the Avon MLK tournament. For the Comets, who continue to pressure, and another save right there. They've got Olmsted Falls, a trip to Bowling Green, Mentor at home, and then road trips to Rocky River and Clay coming up in the first part of January, in the first 10 days of January. Then Roosevelt, Hudson at Benedictine, and home against Benedictine later in the month. Pile up in front of Pelk. He'll skate to the corner after making another set of saves. You watch it again here. Loose puck in front. Noah Riley says, get away from my goalie. As the clock continues to wind down here. Shot in, another save by Pelk, and we'll do it again. Neither Avon nor CVCA have been able to solve any of the goalies, Parker Pelk and Andrew Schubert from Amherst Steele this weekend. There's another save. And it must be said that these guys are not perfect. Pelk came into this tournament with an 87% save percentage. It has certainly gone way up this weekend. And here comes Fisher Sims again. He's going to shoot and send it right through the crease. He was looking to dish rather than to score right there. Deacon Kelly will shoot, and his shot is saved. Sims was right there on the doorstep looking for the rebound. Clock winds down under 7.5 minutes, so we've passed the halfway mark of this third period. Another shot deflects down low behind the end line. Wraparound chance. Free Stanstall and stops that one. More pressure from Mason Lamro, who's going to fire one wide. That one's chopped at and sent down by Smith. Out to center ice, and Smith will collect it on defense. D to D, far side. As they'll switch fields, or switch the ice section. Avon clears. A pile up there. Avon will clear once again. But the defense, never a doubt, never not in control for these Comets. It'll be interesting to see how Avon can fare. They were just 1-2 in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League Red Division coming into the tournament here this weekend. For them, certainly it's been a bit of a breather. They'll go back into the meat grinder here in January. Shot goes sailing to the far side boards. Loose puck in the corner. Finally, it comes to one of the Eagles. Sent up and not out right to Noah Cheatham, who'll send a shot in and a save by Free. Caleb Free got the call today. So far, he's faced 36 shots. And another save. Final 5 minutes of this one. The Comets are going to celebrate the new year with 3 victories here at the Dan in Garfield Heights. Once again, we'll have the CVCA game against Avon coming up at 2 o'clock this afternoon here on CVCA Livestream. Landon Vanuch, he'll fire one in the wide on the near side. Another shot, glove down by Pelk. Running clock continues to run as we wind down toward the 4-minute mark here. And a huge hit. The referee goes down in a dangerous situation over there. The whistle's going to blow as a save on the far end by Free. But referee shaking that one off. He gives a pat on the behind to number 4, Sean George. And that is why elbow pads and helmets are required for everybody on the ice, because that was a very scary situation. Avon still pressing forward. But Vinnie Kelly takes Fisher Stone out of that play and sent back out. Delayed offside against the Eagles. They'll touch up. It gives the Comets a moment to clear the zone. A shot. It goes wide. Vinnie Kelly gets it back. Fisher Stone still out there. Kicked ahead by Avon's Carter Free. But the speed, Vinnie Kelly and the rest of these Comets, just too much. And there's a trip. And they're going to let it go. No need to stop the festivities at 8-0, apparently. Deacon Kelly sends it ahead. He finds Fisher Sims. On the far side, it is controlled by the Comets again. Chance in front. It goes wide. 2 minutes left in this scintillating hockey game from the Dan Kostel Rec Center. Maddox Groom with a pair of goals is wrestled down. And it's turned over. Here comes a chance for Sebastian Smith on the backhand. A save by Caleb Free. Centering pass. Groom looking for the hat trick. Couldn't get a shot off there. Fisher Sims is knocked down. And Avon will press out. Cooper Hughes out there for a shift. Sophomore forward for Avon. Got a touch, but here comes Deacon Kelly. With 1:10, he's going to fire, and it's going to be covered by Caleb Free. Made the first stop. It dropped down, was trickling toward the goal. And you see the backhanded chance a few moments ago by Sebastian Smith. Final 50 seconds with the running clock, and we're glad you joined us this morning. It's going to be another big win for the Amherst Steele Comets. They are 41 seconds away from their 3rd straight shutout here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center, one of the all-time most dominating performances by a team in the CVCA Christmas tournament, at least in our recollection, and we've been here about a decade watching CVCA hockey. In the offensive zone, but taken away one more time by Mason Lamoureux. Lamoureux comes together with one of the Eagles, 15 to go. And one final rush perhaps for Amherst Steele. It's poked away and comes loose. It'll trickle into the corner, and that's going to about do it. The clock is going to wind down, and a 3rd straight shutout, a weekend shutout for Amherst Steele. Congratulations to the Comets. 8-0, a 2nd straight shutout for Parker Pelk. And head coach Steve Morris and the contingent of fans and parents and families from Amherst Steele will leave with 3 wins here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. The Avon Eagles fought hard despite the outcome on the scoreboard. They dropped this one 8-0. They'll get a quick rest, and they will be back in about an hour and a half to take on CVCA in the finale of the CVCA Christmas tournament. For now, we thank you for watching, getting up early with us on Sunday morning. We'll be back with you at 2 o'clock. Set your clocks, and we will bring CVCA and Avon to you this afternoon on here on the CVCA Livestream YouTube page. For now, so long. This is Tim Nichols. Have a good day.